Hello again, friends. Welcome back to Max's Cards and Dice Dugout. This is episode number 72. And I thought before I gave up on this handicap horse racing game that we should at least run the Belmont Stakes once and see if we can't get Spectacular Bid to be the third Triple Crown winner in a row. So that's what we're going to do. As far as instructions for the game, you can look at my previous video on handicap horse racing. It is in the handicap horse racing playlist. But let's set the field for this race. First, number one in the pink silks. Now these colors are just the colors corresponding to the game, not the colors that the jockeys wore that day. But number one in the pink silks is King Celebrity with John Nye Jr. in saddle. That's going off at 20-1. Number two is General Assembly. That's in the green silks with Angel Cordero Jr. also going off at 21. Number three horse in the blue silks, excuse me, is Spectacular Bid. Ronnie Franklin's in the saddle, and that's the favorite, going off at 1-5. Now these are the morning line odds that we're using, the odds that are coming from the past performance that comes with the game. Number four in the yellow silks is Screen King. Cash Osmosen is in saddle, going off at 15-1. Number five is Gallant Best. George Martins is the jockey, going off at 20-1. Number six in the orange silks, Golden Act. Sandy Hawley is the jockey, going off at 15-1. Number seven is Coastal, which was a supplementary nomination for the race, and I believe the winner of the actual Belmont Stakes that took place on June 9th, 1979. Ruben Hernandez is the jockey, going off at 8-1. And in the gray silks, Mystic Era, Jorge Velasquez is the jockey, and that horse is also going off to 20-1. So the first thing we do, we're going to go through a handicap card and a race action card, and we'll get this race underway. All right, so first handicap card is speed rating, and there's three horses that have qualified for that, and that is Spectacular Bid, number 3, Golden Act, number 6, and Mystic Era, number 8. So we'll spin the race action spinner, and they're all going to move one. So once again, that was the 3, 6, and 8. So Spectacular Bid, 6, and 8. Okay. So next we pick a race action card. And I did shuffle them off screen, but I'll give them another shuffle and a cut. And we'll move the number of horses it tells us in the order it tells us. It's 3 lengths for number 1. 1, 2, 3. Number 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And number 7. 1. Now we can slide down to here. 2. 1, 2, 3. All right. So right now, King Celebrity, General Assembly, and Coastal are out in front. So next we'll check the second handicap card, and that is a morning line favorite. Morning line favorite, of course, was Spectacular Bid, going off at 1-5. So we'll spin the race spinner for Spectacular Bid, and it gets to move 2. So it moves 1, 2. Is on the outside. So that's the second handicap card. Now a race action card. It's 3 lengths for 4, 2, and 3. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, and it can slide down and move up to here. And Spectacular Bid, number 3, 1, 2, 3, and Spectacular Bid and General Assembly are out in front in the first turn. All right, number 3 handicap card is dropping class. That would be any horses who are racing in a race that the purse is less than their previous race. And there's no one in this race because these are all stake race horses. Okay, so we do another race action card. And that's going to be 3 lengths for 3, 5, and 6. It's 1, 2, 3 for spectacular bid. 5 goes 1, 2, slides down here and moves diagonally into that spot. And 6 is 1, 2, 3. So that's where we are so far. So spectacular bid early on has quite a lead. Now we go to handicap card number 4, and that's the leading jockeys. And this is the one category that really isn't explained in the rules. There is no jockey record or amount of money won for the year in here. They just have certain jockeys circled, and we're just pressing the I believe button. But for this category, it's going to be General Assembly number 2, Screen King number 4, Coastal number 7, and Mystic Era number 8. And they're going to move 3. So number 2 is going to move 3. 1, 2, 3, and is up with spectacular bid. That's General Assembly. Number 4 is going to move 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And is in 3rd position right now. Number 7, which is Coastal, is going to also move 3. 1, 2, 3. Slides down in here. And number 8, Mystic Era, is also going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Actually, 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's handicap card number 4. Now we turn over another race action card. And that's 1 length for horses 7, 3, and 1. So first will be Coastal. Moves up 1 length. Number 3, Spectacular Bid, moves up 1 length. And the number 1 horse, King Celebrity, gets to move up 1 length. All right. So we're up to handicap card number 5, which is betting favorite last out. Betting favorite last out. Now this is looking at their last race. It'd be horses 3 and 7, Spectacular Bid, and number 7, Coastal. So we'll give the spinner a spin, and they're going to move 3. So Spectacular Bid moves 1, 2, 3. And number 7, Coastal, moves 1, 2, 3. So right now it's Spectacular Bid, Coastal, and General Assembly. All right. Now we turn over another race action card. And that's 3 lengths for horses 1, 8, and 6. So 1 moves 1, 2, 3. And it's up here. 8, 1, 2, 3. 8 can slide down there, and 6, 1, 2, 3. And that's where we are right now. So it's still Spectacular Bid, Coastal, and General Assembly leading. And bringing up the rear is Gallant Best, who went off at 20 to 1. All right, number 6 handicap card says Best Form. So we'll check that out on the sheet, and that's 3, 6, 7, and 8. So that's Spectacular Bid, Golden Act, Coastal, and Mystic Era. We'll spin the race action spinner. We get 1. So 3, 6, 7, and 8 are all going to move 1. So Spectacular Bid moves 1. Number 6, Golden Act, moves 1. 7, which is Coastal, moves 1. And 8 moves 1. It'll come up on the outside here. Okay, so we turn over another race action card. And that's 2 lengths for 8, 6, and 2. So 8's going to move 2. He's going to move 1. 2. 6 is going to move 1, 2, and number 2 will move 2, 1, 2. So there we are. So it's Spectacular Bid, General Assembly, and Coastal neck and neck, and then right behind that is Golden Act and Mystic Era. So number 7 handicap card, Consistency. And consistency is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 in that order. So give the race spinner a spin, and we get 1. So it's 3, Spectacular Bid, 4, which is Screen King, 5, Gallant Best, who's bringing up the rear and is really out of this race early, 6, Golden Act, 7, Coastal, and 8, Mystic Era. All right, so far, Spectacular Bid running that Secretariat type race at the Belmont. You know, there's a lot of speculation and finger pointing about how Spectacular Bid was raced that day, and I don't know. But this is where we stand right now. So, turn over another race action card, and it's 2 lengths for 6, 3, and 7. So, 1, 2, 3, where's the 6, 3, and 7? 2 lengths, so Spectacular Bid is in the far turn and still leading. And 7 gets to move 2 as well, which is Coastal. All right. So now we go to our next race handicap card, and that is One Last Out. Well, we know Spectacular Bid won last time out. And also horses 5, Gallant Bid, and Coastal, number 7, also won last time out. So it'll be 3, 5, and 7 for this handicap phase, and it's 3. 1, 2, 3. So Spectacular Bid is in the stretch. 5, 1, 2, 3. He's going to slide down in here. And number 7, Coastal. 1, 2, 3. So it's Spectacular Bid, Coastal, and number 6, Golden Act right now. All right, so now we turn over another race action card, and we have 1 length for 6, 8, and 2. So the number 6 horse is Golden Act. He goes 1 length. Number 8 horse, which is Mystic Era, gets to go 1 length, and number 2, General Assembly, goes 1 length as well. Now the handicap card number 9, and that's Race Luck. First numbered horse on the next race action card moves the number of lengths indicated plus 3 lengths. All other horses listed on the card move the number of lengths indicated. All right. So we turn over a race action card, and it's number 6, and he's going to move 5 lengths. So number 6, Golden Act, is making his move. He's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 1 moves 2. 1, 2. And number 5 moves 2. He's going to move 1, 2. Come out here. All right. So here we are, Spectacular Bid still in the lead, but number 6, Golden Act, is closing the gap. All right, so we go to number 10 handicap card. That's a long shot. Well, we have 4 long shots, That's number 1, King Celebrity, number 2, General Assembly, number 5, Gallant Best, and number 8, Mystic Error. And they are going to all move 3. So, King Celebrity, number 1, is going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Number 2, General Assembly, is also going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Number 5, Gallant Best, is going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. And number 8, Mystic Era, is going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So the final handicap card is Stretch Threat. This is based on the horse's performance in its previous races, how much of a gap it narrowed from the start of a race to the finish, and that's going to be horses 1, 4, 7, and 8. So that would be King Celebrity, Screen King, Coastal, and Mystic Era, and they are all going to move 3 spaces. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, which is Screen King. 1, 2, 3. Coastal 7 is going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. And it's up there with Spectacular Bid. And number 8, Mystic Air, is going to move 3. Mystic Air is kind of, he can still move diagonally, so he's going to squeeze through there. 1, 2, 3. All right, so it's Spectacular Bid and Coastal as we enter the stretch. So that was the final handicap card. So the rules state from here on out, you just use race action cards to finish the race. All right, so the next race action card is 1 length for 8, 5, and 3. So number 8 comes up here. That's Mystic Era. Number 5, Gallant Best, moves 1 length. He's going to move down to there. And number 3, Spectacular Bid, has got Coastal by a length. All right, the next race action card is 2 lengths for 2, 3, and 4. So number 2, General Assembly, moves 2 lengths. Number 3, Spectacular Bid, moves 2 lengths. And number 4, Screen King, moves 2 lengths. All right, moving along. 1 length for 4, 7, and 8. So number 4, Screen King, moves 1. 7, Coastal, moves 1. And 8, Mystic Era, moves 1 and slides down to the rail. Next card, 2 lengths, 7, 4, and 8. 7, Coastal, is right up there with Spectacular Bid. Number 4, Screen King, is in the far turn. And number 8, Mystic Era, moves 2 and slides down. All right, so it's Spectacular Bid, Coastal, and Mystic Era coming down the stretch. 2 lengths for 2, 1, and 4. So number 2, General Assembly, will come in here and then is able to slide down to the rail, entering the stretch. Number 1, King Celebrity, he's just going to move there. And there, 2 lengths. And number 4, Screen King, is also going to move 2 lengths. So he's out here with the number 6 horse, Golden Act. All right. Next, 2, 4, and 6, 1 length. 2, General Assembly, 4, and 6. So 4 slides down to the rail because he moves first. 6 comes outside of him heading into the stretch. Now 3 lengths for 7, 6, and 5. So number 7, Coastal, moves 3 lengths and is at the wire. 6, Golden Act, moves 3 lengths. Is catching up to Spectacular Bid. And number 5, bringing up the rear, Gallant Best, moves 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. And 3 lengths for 7, 8, and 4. So the number 7 horse, Coastal, is going to win the Belmont Stakes. And it was Coastal who won the Belmont Stakes in real life back on June 9th, 1979. So it's Coastal. 8 is going to move 3. Be 1, 2, 3. And number 4 moves 3. 1, 2, and he'll slide in here. 3. All right. Next action card. Is 1 length for 4, 5, and 1. So 4 will move in here. 5 and 1. Next is 3 lengths for 3, 2, and 8. So 1, 2, 3 is going to put Spectacular Bid at the wire. And number 2, which is General Assembly, moves up here. And number 8, 1, 2, 3. Number 8, Mystic Era, finishes second. And everybody's going to move 3 lengths here. Well, 7 and 8 are already finished. So number 6 moves 3. 5 moves 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 moves 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. And number 1, 1, 2, 3. And everybody's going to move 3 lengths again, starting with number 1. 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. So your third place horse is not Spectacular Bid, but General Assembly. Then it's number 3, Spectacular Bid. Number 4, Screen King. Number 6, which is Golden Act. 2 lengths for 5, 1, and 3. So 5 moves 2 lengths, 1 moves 2 lengths, and 3 has already finished the race. Next is 3 lengths for 1, 4, and 5. So it'll be 1 and 5 will come in last. Gallant Best. So in this replay of the 1979 Belmont Stakes, we did not upset history. And we didn't have a third Triple Crown winner in a row, just like in real life. So the finishing order was Coastal, who won the race that day. Placing was number 8, Mystic Era. And in third was number 2, General Assembly, followed by Spectacular Bid, Screen King, Golden Act, King Celebrity, and bringing up the rear, number 5, Gallant Best. So I hope that gave you another example of how this game is played. The one issue I do have with it is the top jockey rating. It doesn't really tell you how to do that in the rules. Explains everything else really well. You know, how to look at previous race finishes, you know, racing, dropping class, and other things like that. But it does not explain how to pick the top jockeys for the race. They're just circled on here. As you can see, Angel Cordero Jr. and Cash Osmussen. They're circled on here, but it doesn't really tell you why. Okay, so that's going to do it for this episode. If you hung around for the short one, I appreciate it. That's going to do it until next time. And until then, take care.